We're back on the Morning Brew with Friends. You guys picked a good day to be here. We got DJ. This
a very
is great
cool DJ.
fun,
Awesome,
right?
man.
This is super fun, right? Yeah. Well, this is Ira Wilson, and you're the manager of the Sumakaloa Native Arts gift shop at the Indian Public Cultural Center.
12th and Manal. Yeah.
And you guys are having an awesome, fun show and kind of panel discussions, everything on Saturday with Yellowman here. And your son is going to be there also on Saturday, right?
Yes. Yes, he's going to be there, and unfortunately, he wasn't able to make it this morning.
He's working, I'm sure, working on painting and doing whatever else. Because I know you do watercolors and you do acrylics.
I do a variety of work. I do work in oil, acrylic, the whole gamut.
Everything. And does your son do the similar style, or is he different?
Oh no, he broke off completely. I mean, he started when he was actually 7 years old, and he came into prominence at the age of 11, and. Before he came in, everybody knew me as Yellowman, the artist Yellowman. And then when he came in, and what he did was that he made a big splash at one of the major Indian art shows here in New Mexico, the Indian Market, the SWI Indian Market.
That's the big Indian Market show. That's not just any other show.
No. Right. He swept the category of first, second, third, and then he took some prestigious awards and the whole thing. And it soon became not Yellowman, the artist. It became Ben Nelson's dad, is what it was.
Yeah.
So my son, he goes by the name of Anhayom, which is Kiowa. We're part Kiowa, and so he takes that name in his artwork, which means he knows. His great grandfather gave him that name. He knows.
Very cool.
And the event is called Crossroads. And the reason we call it that is because, we have a Navajo artisan who uses Plains Indians as his topic. It's sort of a sharing of cultures.
Right.
So, and his son is very well noted for the ledger art that he does. That's more associated with Plains Indians.
Yeah, the ledger art is interesting because that's something I've read about, but we don't see it too often in New Mexico museums because it is more of, it's not part of the New Mexico traditional art, right?
No, right.
And for those that don't know what it is, maybe you can help explain it a little bit, because it came from schools, right?
Well, actually, where it came from was back in the late 1800s when natives were put on reservations and such. There was a lot of idleness, and so there was also a lot of stories that weren't told, weren't conveyed to people, and they wanted to know what happened at this battle or what happened at this incident. And so the only way they can convey, a lot of those warriors can convey that message to these people were drawings. And so they would give them old ledger books and accounting books, and they would draw on these.
Was that the only paper that was just around back then?
Yeah, right. But nowadays, Native Americans, ledger artists now are, they're doing their work on psalm books, old maps and everything now.
That's cool.
Right. It's really noted about Ben, his son, is his art is so distinctly recognizable that he gave a piece to President Bill Clinton.
Yes.
And President Clinton actually sought Ben out to meet him and say, wow, this is a great piece of art. And it's still in the White House today.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, it's very cool. Yeah, so I thought I'd have these guys. Their story as art and artists, their adventures as they're growing into it. I think it's so cool, and I think the public would really like to sit in on this panel discussion we're having on Saturday.
Right, because what are they going to be talking about, and when is it?
Their influences, it's noon on Saturday the 14th, noon to 1.
Okay.
And they will talk about their influences, what it's like to kind of be noted artists and to still be noted and to be influential on youth today. Cool. And passing that torch down, but also their amazing story as artists.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we were talking a little bit before we came on the air about your name, because Yellowman, tell me how you came, how you got the name.
I'm the 7th generation that is named Yellowman. My father was named Yellowman, and his father before him and such. It's a family name in some cases. There's other families out there that have the name Yellowman. But at this point, I'm the only one that is named Yellowman. And that's where it came from. It came from the giving from my father.
And you were telling me the Diné pronunciation of it.
Yeah. In Navajo, it's Dinitsui. And Diné meaning man, and Tsui means yellow in that sense. And it's a very proud name in that way. And it's carried with me in that way. We have friends that are from Southeast Asia, And they asked me one time, what was my name? And I said, Yellowman. And they looked at me and said, Yellowman? And I said, yeah. It's just, and said, that's a very, very good name. And I said, why is that? She goes, yellow is royalty in their sense. And they said, you have a very royal name. And I said, thank you.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So what are you going to be talking about with the panel discussion yourself? I mean, is this something, do you want to bring more people into making art? Do you want to just expose people to your art, talking about your son's work?
A little bit of everything. Right now, we don't talk very much about ourselves unless we're at a show. We don't do any public speaking in that manner. A lot of people don't know. They know Yellowman and his son's work, but they don't know who we are in that sense. And we've been kind of elusive in that sense. But now we're deciding, well, we'll go ahead and take this opportunity. And Ira and the Pueblo Cultural Center brought this opportunity up to us, and we said, sure, we'll go ahead and do it. A lot of people want to know who we are.
Right. Well, we want to know what some of your art is. We have some photos, but we're not sure if it's by you or your son.
Oh, yes.
We do have some of the artwork here to show folks what it does look like, because it's cool stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is yours or your son's, though.
That's my son's work.
And this does look like buffalo. And then I think we have a handful more images. And are these images going to be at the show? Are we going to be able to see some of these?
Yes.
Yeah.
You will be.
Excellent.
And that one there is mine.
All right. And you've got, in your bio, it was talking about how you focus more on landscapes and people.
Yeah.
And in why the landscapes and why the people? What does it mean to you to do that in New Mexico?
A lot of people wanted to see Native Americans in art, and what they've been introduced in that manner was through the works of Russell and Remington and all the biggies in that sense.
And we all think of the classic photos.
Yeah, and I wanted to show a distinct, ideal setting for the people. I wanted to show family, because that's what Native American people are. Their families, and that is pretty much the grouping of everything. I mean, everything surrounds us, the family. So on this one painting you showed, it shows the teepees, and that's an ideal setting that shows the Native American people. I wanted to show them in different scenes, and a lot of these scenes that I paint are from memories of the past where I traveled as a young person, and I've gone to certain areas that we had powwows. This past weekend we had a powwow. We used to travel all over the place, and I got to see different areas and as a young person, and settings where I think, wow, that would be a great place for an encampment. And later on, to come to find out, that's where they used to have one. And their people, the particular people that we were visiting, they would say, well, that's where we used to camp during the summers, and we would have our Sundance, or we would have our celebrations there, or just a gathering. And so I would take note of it, and I would write it down, or also draw it out in loose leaf notebook paper. And I had a whole stack of them, notebooks at one time, and I don't know where they went to. But it all's up here.
It stayed here, then
I've
years later
I've
you're
heard
able
the
to
whole
paint it.
stories of I've sat with him for hours, many hours, and just talked. And the stories that we'll dive into in this kind of panel discussion is pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing, so his history as an artist is incredible.
That'd be great.
His
So
journey,
it's Saturday the 14th.
At
starts
noon.
at noon.
Yep.
And it's you and your son.
Yes.
And it'll be great fun to go down and hang out. And can we buy some art too?
Yeah, you absolutely
yeah,
can.
yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be great.
All right.
In the meantime, we got a DJ here this morning.
Yeah.
She's
Some
I
girl.
think she's gonna kick it.
There you go.
Sent you a message, sent you an email. Hasty decisions we made still prevail. Both needed breaks, we both needed to bail. Walking through the corridors of my mind, the hideaways and nooks and things were good times. Memories certainly, yes, they still bind. Still a common man, and yeah, that's for sure. Still a bankroll.